look at by his house. So that's where we're heading for tonight's. Got 2 more nights in a hotel. Hopefully it's our last 2. Hopefully we find a camper in the next 2 days. That's the hope, anyway. Well, the thing, man, like, you know, we don't have anywhere to be tomorrow. How many people in the country can say that right now? Like, you know, we literally just sold our house and we're going to buy a camper and take off and go find some land somewhere. Think how much change could happen in the country if everybody did that. Just screw it. We don't like it here anymore. We're just going to leave and go find somewhere else. What's funny is the reaction on everybody's face. You know, when you try to explain to them what you're doing, and they're like, "Oh, you sold your house? Where are you moving to?" Like, it's everybody pre-plans where they move to, which I think is probably the case. And I think it says a lot about the people in this country. People fear
23 minutes.
People fear the unknown. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what you're talking about. They always fear the unknown. It's, you know, it's like with AIDS in the 80s. People were so afraid of people with AIDS, even in jail. I had a couple cellies that were HIV positive, and one of them was had full-blown AIDS. And like the COs knew to put them in my cell. Like, I don't give a shit about that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't live my life in fear that. Are you on the phone or something?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, he is.
But people, like, even in there, people would live in fear. You know, I don't want that dude. Dude would be cool as hell. They would talk to him like they were buddies, but then they would do whatever they could to get that person out of their cell just because they were HIV positive or whatever. And I didn't give a fuck. I don't care what anybody does. I don't care what you have. I'm not gonna fear sitting on the toilet seat after you. Like, there's some no shit. People, that was some people's excuse. Well, I have to use the toilet with them after them. And so I don't fear the unknown. I think I actually function better when everything is unknown, most times anyway. Maybe not. And I think that we could do a lot if people would just take the chance. And we only got one life to live. That's all we got. And as of today, we've let these bastards steal our lives. Like, 100% they've stolen our lives. Not to mention our freedom and our liberty, and still fear in most of the people, so they won't exercise their rights. Imagine if everybody said, "You know what, fuck it, we're done." And like, I'm seriously done. If we buy land somewhere, I'm not paying land taxes. I'm just not doing it. I'm not paying the annual tax to be on my land. I'm not paying the king's ransom. And, you know, whatever happens from that, oh well, it's going to have to happen. Hopefully there'll be people around me, though, that won't allow it to happen. That's the thing, is the people are always supposed to have the last say in this country. It doesn't matter what the issue is. The Supreme Court does not have the last say on everything. The people do. But the people have lost the knowledge that we have that power. You know, collectively we have that power. There's more of us than there is in government. We can stop it. We just have to be on the same page and want to stop it. That's all. And for some reason, people just are not ready. I don't know if it just hasn't affected people enough, or they can't see how. I really think that they can't see. They justify it. You know, they make excuses the same way I'm making excuses to get car tags, right? Oh, look, he's making her walk. I'd be carrying you if we broke down, baby. Not for real, I'd let you push.
I know.
I'd let you push, baby. Okay? You and the kids. We'll tie the dogs to the front bumper, let them pull, and you guys get behind the push. I bet Nova can pull it.
Of course, Nick was saying buy that small few acres, build a building, and put like 3 pop out, 3-axle trailer for now, save some more money, and then build your house on the side. And the trailer will be inside the building, so it will be double coverage for any storms or weather issues and whatnot. You just need a septic and a well, and you can hook your RV straight up to it and tap into it
originally had this plan. That was the plan. We were going to buy some property and then buy a used building, because I find steel structures all the time, you know, used, really cheap. You know, you come take down, you know, so I had to go tear it down, then haul it away. There's Kings Island.
Yeah.
For everybody that has never seen it. Isn't it beautiful? So it's only $125 to get in, or $150, something like that. It's crazy.
Why they're
I remember.
running the drops, they must be broke.
I remember when it was like 90 bucks, family of 4 for a season passes.
I do too. And I
Crazy.
remember the year it went up to 125 for us for it.
Then you went to 150,
And then
everybody
it
freaked
just
out.
kept on going and kept on going, and we're like, forget it. Anyway, then he says, Nick, this is Nick. You need to listen to Nick. Oh, stick to the plan,
Dude,
Sam.
That was the original plan, and I am. I'm going to do that, I think. I almost talked myself out of it because of Traden. Traden needs his own space. He's at that age. He's 15 years old, and I get it. I was a 15-year-old boy one time. Trust me, I did a lot of shit that nobody wanted to be in the same room when I did it at 15. You know, he's got to have his chance to be a kid too. So that was my concern. So I was talking about renting a house for a year. Christy's concerned that, number one, money. So you rent a house, you not only rent the house, then you have electric, water, cable, trash.
I need that. I don't care what you need. I'm on 15%.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm on 26.
So she just wants to stick to the plan. We're not fighting about electrical chargers.
No, he's telling me he needs it after I told him to give it to me.
Yeah,
like
he
he
shouldn't be
thinks
on the
he's
phone all day
somebody.
today. But Christy had talked me out of renting a house.
Get him his own little trailer
She
on
wants
the
to just
building.
buy a camper and do what we're going to do. So that's probably what we're going to do, which was buy a camper, buy some land, build a building, put camper in a building until we can make building
Hopefully the
both
money's already there.
shop and house. So the building needs to be both shop and house. Which is going to wind up, that's why I'm going to happen. And I got to get tires for my truck because these ones are driving me nuts because it's still shaking. I can't stay in the car that vibrates and shakes and shit, so.
Text, I've been telling my chick that we should have took a small log cabin and pay it off instead of a fucking 30-year mortgage.
Yeah, no shit.
The Mad Cat's here, and so is Claire.
No
I see
shit.
them.
I think we're going to.
Large.
We will be starting to look for land next week. Into next week, Christy.
What?
Into next week, we're going to be starting to look for land. So,
Well, while we're out
if you
there,
get on the
yeah.
internet, for the most part, you're going to run into realtors. Even when you look on the places that are like, for sale by owner kind of websites, 90% of the people selling on there are realtors who have bought land and they're just reselling it. And I'm sorry, but just because the values of homes have artificially been inflated, the value of land does not. People think that they have a pile of gold. Everybody does right now. It doesn't matter if they're selling a square body Chevy, a dirt bike, a camper, a house, land. Everybody has a pile of gold, they think. But I'm just not willing to. I'm not doing it anymore, man. I paid more for this truck than I should have paid for it, and I learned a lesson from it. You know, that even though I need it, we can wait. Because you figure by the time that I get this thing right, I'm going to probably have 14 grand and something like that total, which I'll have it forever, but it is what it is, I guess. I'm just not doing that no more. I'm not. I was told the guy, we just went and looked at 3 campers, 3 of them. One of them he wanted $29,000 for, which it was only like a 27 foot. It was this year's model though. Then he had a toy hauler that the roof had leaked and it was total trash. He wanted, $1,000 more than I think it was worth if it was
He
perfect.
wanted like 4,000 more than what that thing was worth.
Oh yeah, more than that. I just seen one of those that never had any leaks or anything. The dude wanted $9,500 for it.
Yeah.
Same year and everything. He wanted $13,500 for it, and the whole roof in it had water leaks in the front. The whole front bedroom, the roof was sagging.
And
it
I'm like,
had
oh
new
no, it's
flooring.
fixed. We sealed it. Yeah, right.
And then I found a soft spot in the other floor, and he only wanted $9,500 for that one. But more best offer. I'll give you like $1,500
John Rice is on my
for it.
first day at the new job, smoke break.
How you liking it, man? Where are you working at? to get a new job.
Truth said you like the truck. That's what matters.
What?
Truth said you like the truck. That's what matters.
I love it, dude. I love this truck. It's just got kinks, man. I mean, it's a 20-year-old truck. When you buy something that's 20 years old, you're going to have to replace calipers. You're going to have to replace rotors. You're going to have to put new tires on it. You're going to have to redo the front end on it. You're going to have to find loose nuts and bolts. You know what I mean? So I expected it. I'm just glad that I found the problem, and I took half-assed the problem. I'm going to go tomorrow and get the bolt I need. I know what I need. I need a M10 1.5 by 43. I have one missing bolt in the transmission, the transfer case mount, where they mount together. And then I got to get back over there. I'm going to pull there's a heat shield stopping me from really torquing down on them. I was only able to crank them down with what I could with a short ratchet. So I need to get up in there with a torque wrench and torque them to spec. And I want to do that. Probably a little bit with my buddy. See if I can't go to his house tomorrow or the next day and get that done. I don't like. What was weird about it was that it wasn't leaking any transmission fluid, because I would think with that amount of vibration.
Max said it's a loose nut, huh?
No, it wasn't just a loose nut. The whole transmission, every bolt in it was loose. And I'm not just talking loose. They were like 4 to 5 turns loose before they were just snug. So the transmission in the transfer case was not, maintenance one at all.
Mad Cat said I'm a loose nut.
Now the tires are what's bothering me, because like right now it's vibrating because the back tires on it are all kept real bad. But like, it is what it is. It needs bigger tires anyway. I don't know who the hell would put 285 70 16s on a truck this big.
Did you see that?
It needs at least 32s. What?
There was some kind of truck back there that was like supporting something, and it had black sprinkled over all the faces and everything.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
Well, oh yeah, I see it. It's probably because it was like a work truck, and it looks like they've blacked out like the name of it and stuff. That's not what it is anymore, maybe?
I guess.
It's probably,
Oh shit, I forgot to stop the diesel place.
You got to stop where?
I stop that truck stop to get some diesel. Damn, $3.85 for diesel? Are you high? Y'all were smoking crack at that place. I'm going to B&B, bitches. That's one thing bad about diesel trucks too, is that fuel is so high. I won't be driving this all the time. This will just be my work truck. Like, this truck gets it, man. For a 7.3, I mean, it's got a ton of power for a 7.3. And it's completely stock from what I can tell. I mean, they don't even have the crossover tube mod done on it. There's no mods done to it yet. As soon as I get some time, I want to do the blow-off valve, or whatever they call it on this thing, because it's integrated with the turbo. I want to do that mod and change it. Right now it's at like 4 psi. As soon as this turbo hits about 4 psi, it opens up the blow-off valve. It starts to open it anyway, so you can adjust that. Normally people adjust up to 8 or 10 psi. That way it spools up faster. You get more power from it. Well, it don't spool up faster. You get more from the spool up anyway. It's not blowing it off. This truck will get it, man. Hold on, Christy.
What? I'm sorry.
This truck will get it down the road.
Yeah, well.
It'll move. Especially with the tuner on. I've been driving around. I had it in the stock tube last time when I was working on it, but I changed it back to the tow tube just because I like the way it shifts better and shit with the tow tube. And plus it's supposed to give it like 65 horsepower or something. What was that, 55? I gotta get rotors for this thing. Definitely rotors. It's got new rotors on it, but where the kid didn't have the brake split right, all the work was being done with the front 2 rotors, which got them hot and warped them, at least one of them. So it's going to get new rotors on the front, new ones on the back, probably new calipers on the back, at least 1 new caliper This truck can run off of vegetable oil.
That's Tennesseans here.
What's up, man? How you doing, Will? Good, I hope. We're about the next week, but beginning the next week, right?
What?
We're going to be out his way, not the beginning of next, not the end of next week, but the beginning of the following week, right?
Yeah, it'll be the weekend and the beginning of the week.
Right. So not this.
We were trying to hook. Well, T said if we come on the weekend, him and Stephen Curlin might be able to come
Right.
on
So
the
it won't be this weekend, but probably next weekend. We'll know by Monday. So we're planning.
Matt says, yep, you went my way. I just saw the Chevy earlier on my way home.
What's that?
He says, you went my way. I just saw the Chevy earlier on my way home.
No, I'm on 71 over by north of Lebanon, just past Lebanon exits. So, it's nice ride. That's a bright ass headlights on it. I'm tired, man. I've been tired lately. I haven't got much sleep, so I'm just stressed out about this shit. But it's gonna be cool. I'd actually like to, I tell you what, instead of being down there next week, I would actually, well, I guess we can do that at a different time. I don't want to put it off though, because it won't happen. I want to take my kids to see Yellowstone National Park. I really want to do that. I gotta get this truck completely lined out there before we go on that kind of haul. Definitely gotta get the tires.
He said, shoot me a text when you get down this way. I'll make a day off to meet up for sure.
Well, I will. I'll let you know ahead of time too.
I mean, we'll definitely be in Tennessee during the weekend where it's going to be on the wrong side, right?
Probably, yeah.
But we can leave Sunday.
Yeah, we could.
I mean, after it, and then head up that way.
Right. Yeah, we can do
Is
that.
it raining up there?
No, it's dust.
Oh.
Might be rain. No, I don't know. Looks like dust to me. Though. Looks like they're doing some road work. Plow in the field, or got a combine in the field.
Oh, yeah.
Probably what it is. This is what freedom looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you're free to get anywhere and do whatever you want. There will come a time though where I have a number in my head, and there will come a time when we're down to that number in my bank account, and wherever we're at is where we're staying. Yeah, they're out there in the field. Got the combine out there with the beans.
I saw that, Truth. She said Yellowstone is very active right now with earthquakes, etc.
Is it? I'm surprised that Yellowstone hasn't blew yet. What's up? Oh, I thought you
We're
said-
about that time. I remember in 2012 they were saying we were hitting getting ready to hit the mark of being.
They don't
That was in
need
2012.
I'd love to live somewhere like this.
With no trees around.
If I had a farm that big and all the buildings and that house and all that land, hell yeah, screw it. I'd plant some trees.
Takes a lot of growing that big though.
Listen, you got that much land, you can afford to buy them and
Hopefully
have that.
it's the back end because the back end has all the trees.
They got trees around their house.
That's it. So the wind off the
Yeah.
and the dust.
I love farmland, but I would never buy land that could only be farmed. You know what I mean? I would never buy land without trees. I don't know. Something about the trees just make it right. It's not land if it doesn't have trees, I guess, is how I'm trying to say.
Right before the Matt's talking about how he's still having feeling tired from having that shit.
Oh, are you, man?
And I remember when we had the lie-demic, right before all that.
What?
I said right before the lie-demic.
Oh yeah, we think we had.
I had it for like a
we
month.
think we had it prior to it'll be supposedly being over here.
Michigan Watch
That's
says, where's your yellow brick road leading you?
Dude, I don't know, bro. That's what we're trying to find out.
He just caught on probably.
That's why we're on the way. We don't know. It's the yellow brick road. It's gonna lead us to the land of Oz. Of trickery. The man behind the curtain. Where it's leading us. No, tonight it's leading us to where one of my buddies lives at. We're gonna stay in the hotel just because we have the dogs and shit. And there's a couple of campers I want to look at in the area tomorrow. One of them's a really good deal. I don't need nothing new. I just need something that's been taken care of and to the point. You know, the campers don't just leak. They leak because they haven't been maintained correctly. Like you should reseal a camper's top every other year at a minimum. Some people say every year. Although there are all the guys out there say it can go 8 years. Yeah, it can. Or I mean, why not spend the $40, $60 on the roof sealer, and not have to worry about it leaking. So.
Matt says, hopefully my youngest son will have a deer or elk by the time you get out there. I'll have him grill you up an awesome dinner. He's a professionally trained chef and chef and hunter. Tell Yellowstone
Where's
that
he?
is.
Where's he at? Where's he live at out there? I forget. I know you
Coming
told
in
me.
hard too. The Ring of Fire is very active. God is not pleased, or it's weather engineering. Either way, the crazy ones are enjoying the slaughter going on, in my opinion.
No, yeah, they're enjoying it. They're the ones that caused it. You know, like at this point, everybody should know that COVID was man-made. At least this strain of it, or at least whatever they're doing. And it affects some people. It doesn't what? It affects some people. It doesn't affect other people. Why? You know, like was it engineered in a way that it seeks out certain things in certain humans, and then causes those humans harm because of whatever, you know, whatever thing is seeking out for whatever reason. And we don't. I mean, we just don't know. You know, that's the thing.
And he's gone. Bad celery, probably.
Yeah.
Matt said, and he's gone. Bad celery.
Back
probably.
now.
I know, but on ours it's
Yeah, I know.
showing. Go back to it. There we go. There you are.
It's pretty up through here, but I couldn't deal with, you know, I like trees. I like hills and shit. I do like, you know, when I lived in a small town away from everybody, all I could do is think about the city. It's all I want to do is get back to the city. Get back to Ohio. And now that I'm older, I just want to get back to that house I had when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I could have bought that house for $400 a month. My dad, that was all our house payment was down there. That big ass 4-bedroom house. The last time it sold, I heard it sold for like $350,000.
It's over 350,000.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because that's what it's worth now.
Oh wait, in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, our old house in Tennessee. He was in the front seat taking a nap. He don't like riding in the truck very much.
And you just don't like to ride in the back.
Well, he
You
don't
don't
like
care about riding up
here.
here. As long as he's in the front.
And a good
Look, his head just keeps falling.
I know. Yeah, come here, help him out, Mommy.
Oh, he wants to
Move his
stretch out
seat.
all the way.
There you
There
go.
you go, buddy. There you go.
There you go, bud. If this is a dog, you gotta help me figure it out sometimes. We still got the cat with us too.
Yeah.
We gotta get rid of it. We gotta get rid of the cat. We ain't gotta get rid of her. We gotta get a babysitter for her. So
Not if we have a camper, it should be fine.
I think she'll escape.
Well, she'll escape the whole year we're in it while we're building a house.
It might take us longer than a year to build a house.
Nah.
But you better get some work going.
I think, what do you mean, I better get some work on? We all better get some work on. I think that if we
yeah.
were, that's why I said if we're in that camper living on the property, not nice and comfortable in a home that we're renting, we will not go over to the house as often. But if we're there, we'll be wanting to build quicker. Get on it. Get it done.
I don't disagree with it totally. What if we found
Me too, Matt.
what if we found land with the house on it and they do it like a land contract? What if you found 10 acres with a house on it
Okay.
and they do a land contract?
Okay. So
Would we do that?
maybe,
Huh?
maybe if it was what we were looking for.
What are we looking for? Because I still don't know.
You don't know.
No. I know some land, some trees and shit.
Near a water source or a water source on it would be awesome.
Yes, that would be cool. In East Tennessee, there's a lot of wells. My
Buy a
brother-in-law.
couple mini cabins, join them together, insulate it. There you go.
Yeah, Christy keeps talking about that. I can build them way cheaper than we can buy them. And you know, even lumber, you can find deals on lumber sometimes from private people that that do construction companies that do jobs. That they get they keep whatever lumber's left over, and they'll wait till they have 300 2x4.
Same thing, Matt.
listen, she wouldn't come to us.
Well, she was scared. Oh no, she never left us.
Yeah, she
She
did.
just was so scared. Well,
Yeah.
think about it too. Like there was shut doors, there was cars going down the road, and it was scaring her. She was afraid. Like she's not been up and up. Except for when she was a baby kitten, she's not been outside.
Yeah.
So it was probably I know it was traumatic. And then how she got to the room and she kept me out and kept me out. She kept running around and looking because she was in a new spot. She wasn't even
Yeah,
home.
she got better the next day.
Yeah.
She's pretty much. Actually, she's way more lovable now than she was when at the house.
That's because she's been through some traumatic crap.
Think so?
Yes. She was scared to death for 2 weeks and a day without us. Outside, not knowing what to do. You heard her.
That
She
was a long
meowed
time.
and meowed and
If it wasn't for Dad, we
meowed.
wouldn't have her back.
No, we wouldn't have heard her.
We wouldn't have went and searched
We
for
were-
her.
We wouldn't have went and searched for her. Bullshit.
Look, there's the casino, Roberts Center. Or not a casino, the hotel. It's got a helicopter pad on it. All the cool people that live there. They
live
fly.
there?
No, they fly in. They do the shows there,
What shows?
like the shows, whatever
Oh.
shows. The comedy shows, the whatever. I think we should just buy a semi and live in it. There's a bed in it. 2 beds. We get a condo. What?
It'd be a condo, you said?
The 2-bed ones. That's what they call condos when they got upper and lower bunk.
Chased out of yard by dogs. She'll never leave again. Yeah, I know. And there's dogs everywhere.
Yeah,
Skunks,
man,
raccoons.
I don't know. I don't want to risk it. It's not worth risking it to me because if she gets away from us somewhere
I think if
that
she
we're not stationary, we've lost her forever. Because we're not staying in a hotel for 2 weeks again to find our cat because it costs a shitload of money.
listen, every time you opened up that door to get out to get her something, she did not move. She did not want to go back outside. She stayed right where she was at, just looking scared to death. I don't think she will either. I don't.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out.
She just seems so comfortable now.
If she gets to where she's trying to escape and shit, we'll send her back to Ohio, maybe. Who knows?
Let's send her back to work.
Put her in a box and ship her ass to Ohio.
He said that's where my OGCC gun shows are. I bought my 12 gauge Winchester in 1897 there.
Oh yeah, they do a lot of shit there, man.
Troop says they get scared and run, then they realize they effed up.
It, I don't know. I wish the country was, if you were younger right now and just got married or a young kid, would you bring a kid into the world today, knowing what you know? I would. I don't want my kids to have kids. It's because a lot of the time things are going to be so messed up.
I wanna be a grandma.
More and more control, the indoctrination, and the propaganda, and the worst part about it is, like I said, we all know what's going on. We see it, and we do nothing about it. We don't try to stop them. We don't say no. We just play the game. Oh, we're scared we're going to go to jail, so we pay our taxes, our fair share. We're scared they're going to take our house or our land, so we pay our taxes, our fair share. We're scared to go to jail or die, so we do as we're told. Screw all that, man. I'm just going to live. I'm going to do what I want to do, how I want to do it. And hopefully I live a long life. Get to see my kids grow up and get old. If somebody has a problem with that, there's people that do. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of people out there who are so-called, one person in particular, just wants maximum individual liberty and minimal government. Yet he is a hardcore state hired thug supporter. Loves the police. Loves them. Licks the. Did you guys see the video of the dude that was trolling the freaking pro-police rallies? He had a sign that said, "We deep throat the boot" or something like that. Funnier than shit. I forget. I think Crazy Dave sent it to me. Funnier than hell, though, man. He's out there with a whole sign saying, "We deep throat the boot." Some people people just can't get it in their heads for some reason that, I guess it's just like anything else. It has to affect them in a way that they care enough about. I guess I don't know. I don't get people anymore. I don't belong in society any longer. Nothing about it is coincides with me, or I don't think that's the right word. But you know what I'm saying. Hazel's a good boy, Mommy. You're beating their daughters. Tell them you don't love them. Look, why I don't understand why all these farms. I mean, I know why they have trees around their house so that the wind won't damage their house. But why do they only have trees around their house? Like they don't have trees anywhere else. Why would you buy a piece of shit Ford Raptor, $80,000 truck, half-ton truck? I just seen a Raptor pass me. That's why I said that. Apparently, I'm going too slow for him. That's one negative to these trucks is that you can only go so fast. They run out of gear, and then the problem becomes is there's too much boost. So like if you, my friends, then if you, I can adjust the speedometer on here like when it shuts the motor down, and if you go over 100, it will create so much boost and blow the lines off the intercooler. So that's one negative to these trucks. But they're made more for work and not for speed, so I don't know. Guys, I'm gonna jump off here and I'm gonna turn the radio on, help me keep me awake. And just stay safe. I think you all should you live one time, man. Like why not? Why not just sell where you live and go somewhere?
They're gonna false
And move
flag
around
the
other
grid.
people. What?
Matt said they're gonna false flag the power grid.
Think so?
Dark winter.
I mean, if they do that though, I mean that's millions of people dead in days, especially in the wintertime. If that happens, it's millions of people dead in days. But if that was to happen, you better have a plan for it. I have a plan for it.
Raven says major storable food supplier August Farms ceases operations for 90 days, citing collapsing supply chain.
You did?
August Farms.
Never heard of it. It doesn't surprise me though, man. I mean, the supply chains are getting screwed up. They should be fixed by now. So if they're not fixing themselves, what does that tell you? I think that there's there's people at play in every part of society right now screwing shit up intentionally. Whether it be the supply chain, the job market, food production, farming, whatever it is, there's somebody pocketing money that looks to gain from, partial. I mean, it's about power. People will seek government when they can't get their Skittles or their favorite toilet paper or whatever. It'll be about seeking government. What can government do to help us?
They sell dry storable foods like butter, eggs, fruit, candy stuff.
All right. That stuff's good to have too. I mean, the problem with any preparedness is room. How much room do you have to store things? You know what I mean? And then how much room do you have to store things in a climate-controlled environment? So that becomes a big problem for people. It's not like you can just stick the shit in the shed. It's got to be mostly in your house, I guess. Our storage is. We had to get. I didn't think about this, but we had to get storage that was what's it called air conditioning storage. What's it called?
Oh, climate control.
Climate control. Yeah. Because of all that food. You know what?
Yeah.
I never thought about that. So it wasn't just because of your makeup.
Thank you.
That make you feel better?
No, I hope it makes you feel better.
It don't. It's all
hurt me at
expired.
Huh?
All the food's expired, so it really doesn't matter to me.
They're expired. No, they're not.
I'm just
You're
kidding.
crazy.
That's a pretty lake. Right next to the interstate. I see somebody kayaking. Hey, we broke down one time up through here. me and Perry when it was going to Toledo, or no, we were going to Cleveland one night, and it was his turn to drive. So when we got in the car, I just jumped in the passenger seat and went to sleep. I wake up to him tapping me on the shoulder saying, "Hey, we're running out of gas." And it was right here on this stretch somewhere. Actually, it wasn't. It was up past. It was further up here. It was on this interstate though. And he had to walk like 10 miles to get somebody to give him a ride to the gas station at 2 o'clock in the morning. Funniest shit ever. I stayed in the car to sleep. Slept. I wasn't doing nothing. Dumbass. If you're driving, you should at least be smart enough to get gas. And if you run out of gas, it's your ass walking, not me. But guys, I'm gonna get off here and turn this radio on so I can stay awake while it's winding down a little bit. Stay safe.
Patriots 1736 Nemesis said hello. And he said we are ready for whatever happens. So
Hey, what's up,
ready,
man?
by the way.
Yeah, I think we might take a trip out to.
Pets foods are really running out, folks.
I really want to go to Montana. There's all kinds of shit. There's little shit that you don't notice. So a lot of stuff that we're seeing now has been in warehouses for the last year. And we're just getting to the end of those supplies in those warehouses. That's why you're starting to see the shortage has been going on. They haven't been able to replenish what we've been using. And it's going to get worse. And what it does, what you're going to do, you're going to complain to, hey, government, I need my food, or you're going to go out and get yourself some food. And I know that sounds, I'm going to be in the same predicament, so I just wish that we have more people around, rather than just me and my wife and my 2 kids. I mean, there's only one way that this ends. And in the end, it's only going to end one way. Like, I'm not stupid to that fact. But until then, I'm going to live free, man. Y'all should too.
I've been built multiple cash.